continuing on with the day, we've gone about 5, maybe a little more miles. The weather's been beautiful. We're underneath like very heavy tree cover, so the sun has not really popped down, and the temperature's so cool and crisp, and yeah, staying real cool. So that's nice. I'm not sweating and dying, which is always a plus. Just refilled water. I think there's a Bully Brook, I think it's called. A lot of spots you could probably jump in and swim here too, or not swim, but at least like, you know, dip yourself in, I suppose. But I'm gonna carry on with the day. I'm still realistically aiming for, it's 19.7 it would have been from the shelter I was at, so see if we get that. I don't know. Someone, a lot of people anyway, not just one, a lot of person asked why I say we, and it was just kind of from the beginning when I was hiking with other people all the time. But I don't know, I figure the YouTube audience, I'm taking you along for the journey, so we are going, you know? I don't know, I say I'm going, and I don't know, it just sounds weird. It's true, it just sounds weird to me. I don't know. Carrying on. Make some miles. So we made it 10 miles today. Currently, it's just around 2 o'clock. So I've been sitting here enjoying some lunch here at the Minerva Hinchy shelter. Minerva, one of my favorite Deftones songs. And yeah, just hanging out, chilling, recuperating, getting ready because I'm aiming for another 9.8. The terrain does look a little bit easier than it was this morning, at least not topographically, elevation profile, whatever you call that. So it goes pretty straight, goes down about 1,000 feet, up 1,000 feet, level, up a couple more feet, and then down, and then a slow ascent it looks like to the shelter. So we'll see how it goes. And if I die before it, I'll just post off on the trail somewhere. Let's do it. Climbing up currently. We were between, there was some highway, we go to Rutland there, it was mile 1683. You can see a very rustic part of the trail, and one of the steepest climbs so far too, in Vermont anyway. So heading on up that way. Trail's very bouldery, very leafy. So heading on up, it's 7 miles to shelter I was aiming for, which is crazy still, but it's almost 4 o'clock, so might be a late night tonight. Onward we roll. So we finally reached the top of that hill, right up there. It was Beacon Hill is the name of it, not to be confused with Massachusetts Beacon Hill. I believe it's called Beacon Hill because there's a FAA little light beacon on top of it. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. I don't know, I don't really care. But I thought there was a sign up there, but apparently there isn't. So anyways, moving on. Steep climb at the end of the day. Well, not end of the day, but at this point in the day. And we still got, we got a while to go. Still like 6 miles, 5.7 technically, but drained. It's like 4:30 now, so moving on. Alright, been burning down the trail. We get about 1.5 miles to the shelter. It's Governor Clement's shelter, I think it's called. Supposedly the party shelter. All the cool kids go there and drink. Hopefully they brought some extra beers. So anyways, but another great milestone we've hit today. 500 miles from Killington. What? 500 miles left to go. Woo! I don't know what to say. It's crazy. 500 miles. And we'll be there. We'll be on the end. We'll be at the end. Ooh, ooh, goosebumps, goosebumps. You see them? You see them? They're there, I swear. Crazy. Crazy to think that'll be the end. But anyways, we're carrying on. Still got 1 mile or 1.5 miles left. and it'll be a crazy 20-mile day, which was unexpected, so extremely unexpected. Didn't think I'd make it, but I did. Here we are. Carrying on. All right, next morning, heading up already. We just left the Governor Clements shelter. It was a 20-mile day yesterday, so we did make it. And we're climbing up Killington now, which is Vermont's second largest peak. 4,000 footer, 4,000 and change. I think it's 4,300, but I don't know if I'll actually hit the side peak. It's a 0.2 mile off trail, very up, but I'm aiming to get into Rutland today because I have a good amount of stuff I have to do. So trying to spare as much time as possible, and kind of on a mission with mileage too. So the side trails, especially in New England, I'm not too concerned about, I guess you'd say, because they're within range for me to visit again. So may skip it, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Can't hit everything. So, but continuing on, working our way up the uphill. Take video when I'm not dying. So we reached this little intersection, or apparently you can take the old Appalachian trail, but we're going the new one because it's now. So heading down that way, another 4-ish miles to the parking area where we will head into Rutland. I'm so hungry right now. All I have left in my food bag is instant potatoes. They're good, but I want food, real food. Let's do it. Made it to the parking area. Gonna run, try to catch the bus to Rutland, but booyaka! 1,700 miles. What? Oh no, it's crazy. 1,700. Woo! Feels good. Feels real good. But I feel better to get into town, I bet. Let's do it. Back to the trail. 2 days technically later, I think. So I spent a narrow 10-mile day. Stayed at the Yellow Deli there because it was cheap to stay. Donation based. And then took an unexpected zero because I ran into an old accomplice. We ran into Big Mama Rivers here. How is she here? It's a long story, but she's here. And I woke up yesterday at the Yellow Deli and thought I was in some sort of dreamland. She was right in the hallway. So we're hiking together for today, maybe more, I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future. But we're heading out, aiming for an 18, but I don't know. 18's a lot of miles. We'll see how it goes. Aiming to stay at the Lookout tonight. So a little cabin with a little loft you can climb up and stay on. So see how the terrain treats us this day. We made it to the main junction, which is the spot where the long trail over there splits off from the AT in Vermont. And it's weird because both are white blazed and it can mess you up, but it's clearly labeled. So, and that one over there, that's not a trail, according to the sign.
It's not a trail.
Yeah, it literally just says on the sign, this is not a trail. So that's our direction, and we're sticking to it. Made it 18 total miles and you may be able to see right in time for the lovely sunset. You may be thinking, where are you? This is beautiful. We're on top of a place called the Lookout, which is supposedly a privately owned cabin, but they let hikers come chill up here, and there's a huge ladder to the roof, and there's a observation deck on top of here. So we have a near complete 360 view right meow, and it's pretty epic. Give you a little look around.
At the Lookout.
At the Lookout.